Yeah, that would.
He has sperms, right? Yeah,
Okay, you should be able to hear me now. Yeah, it's a bit behind. It's a bit behind. So.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, it's a bit behind. It's like 30 seconds behind.
Okay, now I can hear.
How am I? What am I connected to? Am I connected to this? Was there an echo? Did you hear me twice? No? Oh, it might just be me then. That's weird. Pairing. Right. My word, this is sloppy. I need to get on Discord on my phone because it's having a whale of a time playing up with me, trying to do it off the cuff. So, yeah. Hopefully that'll connect. %50 off BC license. I'm making a note of that. What is going on? Why are you connecting to my computer and not? No, I don't want to shut down. Sorry, technical issues. Right, Bluetooth is off. Although now I don't think I'm able to follow anybody. Need to connect. Right. Connected that. Right. Sound. All good. Right. Now I've got Discord in my ear, which I would have liked to have shared with you on the live stream, but I can't because I'm useless. I'm trying to do something very last moment, so that's my fault. Somehow I'm gonna try and try and use my brain because I've got Discord in my left ear. I've got the stream obviously over here. And I have obviously the race here. Lots of stuff going on. So I'm just gonna grab. Oh, it's actually quite nice that I'm wireless. I need an iPhone cable. Are you gonna say anything, Sean? People wanna hear you chat. There's 100 people watching at the minute.
I just typed, I'm here for the entertainment value.
What entertainment?
Exactly.
It's an absolute war zone this side of the table. If any of you follow me on Instagram, you'll be able to see my Instagram story, what the picture of my desk looks like at the minute.
It's pretty messy.
It's very messy.
It's very confusing with the delay.
I know, that's why, like, you don't have to listen to it. I just needed you to check the audio. So
good.
as long as the audio's fine.
I think it is.
Niels, it was mental, buddy. It was mental. I was basically having. I'll sort it. Don't worry, I'll sort it. It's just it was. I'm not in a good headspace with COVID and whatnot, so I'm a bit all over the shop. Who's running for Wahoo the call tonight? Great question. There's quite a few actually. Ha ha ha. Good joke. There's 6. I think there's 6 of us riding. 6 of us. I'm not riding, obviously. Well, you'll see in good time actually who's riding for us. I won't need to tell you because I'll try and find them very quickly in the companion app. Try and follow them at least, which that's going to be fun. I'm guessing the race is going to come from our left here, so they're going to like fly past us on the left hand side.
How do I feel about the Magnum PI Tash?
Can you? I don't know whether you need to speak up actually.
I hope he doesn't keep it.
No, nobody knows what you're talking about.
Are you feeling sick with the COVID thingy? Ingmar Nepal. I had started feeling a bit ropey today. I'm actually feeling a little bit better despite having a couple of migraines the last couple of days. So fingers crossed we're both on the mend.
Yeah. I'm gonna search. Who can I search for then? Which riders will I search for?
Niels Heldens, you can go into...
I know. I got it.
Oh, right, sorry.
Whoa. God, what do you think I am? An amateur? Or what?
I'm an amateur.
It's not doing a good job of searching for any of you lads. Like, I've got. Oh, hang on. I got Pritch. Oh, I got you. I got you all now. Happy days. Are we going? We're going already.
Yeah.
The race hasn't started, has it?
I'm so confused.
Wow, we're surely it would have been a lot easier to watch the to watch from a different view.
It always makes me feel sick when the view keeps switching round.
Yeah, no, I don't know whether I can do anything about that actually.
No, don't worry about it. It's just my brain doesn't like it.
Oh, I can. Yeah, I can. Steady on.
Oh, that's better.
So, have you noticed? Well, I've done a bit of a bad job of covering that rider. Had a bit of a bad job. Yeah, Ovit's all right, but he ain't got no Ovit mode, does he? Unless he wins, of course, then he can have my hashtag. So, nothing's going on Discord at the minute, so we've got a bit of a quiet moment to tell you what's going on. Most of you know the course already. It's the Petit Boucle. So, why has this decided to shut? I don't know. Absolute turd. Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah, most of you know the course. It's pan flat, except for a few sections. I've got the profile map somewhere. Slick. Yeah, as usual. Hopefully you're looking at the profile map right now. I know my stream's a little bit behind me actually watching the stream, but hopefully you do have the route map. You're only racing part of the route, so the A and B routes. Stop messaging me. The A and B routes are shorter than the full lap, so you only do the KOM once. A couple of sprints to go through, but the pavé sprint reverse is an intermediate for points, so timing it well will be key if you're going for points apparently. But only top 3 get points. How are we watching? Oh, we're not watching Elabrak. Anyway, then you hit the twisties, and then back through the start finish. You have to go over the KOM obviously, and blah 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 blah. So don't want to bore you with any of that. We want to watch the racing, don't we? What's the point of coming here if we're not going to watch live footage? So anyway, we might as well give you a bit of an update on how we're doing. Actually, no, let's start with Charlie. You did give a little bit of a...
Yeah. I started to feel better over the weekend, and then kind of I suffer with migraines anyway, and had a migraine yesterday during the day, and then woke up in the night with a horrific migraine. So I've just been taking it quietly today, and my isolation is up on Friday. But you're not feeling so good at the moment, are you?
No, actually, well, today actually, funny enough, I didn't feel as good as I have done. I think it was to be expected at some point that I was going to come down with it. Not that I think I have come down with it yet, but certainly today things just didn't feel right. So the irony is, of course, that today was going to be like my first day back on the bike. I was going to say that I would just do a steady ride this morning and see how I was. When I say steady, I mean like zone 1, basically, because I've been off the bike since last Wednesday. So obviously that didn't materialise. And I sent the group chat a message this morning saying that I won't race tonight. And I probably now, like, if my symptoms get any worse, obviously I probably, you can count me out now from racing for a long time. Probably, I don't know, a good 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. So I'll probably miss the end of all of these races. And then, well, who knows? There's no rush. I know I talked about it actually in yesterday's Wahoo video, but I'm not actually bothered about rushing and getting back into it, because I don't have the pressures of riding for a road team that demands like that you race and maintain your contract and stuff. So that's really really takes the pressure off, to be honest. So hang on, Gus is at 182 beats a minute here. Come on, Gus, keep moving. Strong, Gus, strong. 182 beats a minute. You got loads of room. Hopefully I don't get any stick for jumping on Discord. What's going on?
Ruben thinks you look like a gravel fixed gear bike packing Insta hipster with glasses, cap and mum. I second that.
That's not quite the style I was going for. Look at this. Press the 0 key and then the arrow keys. 0 or O? Oh, look at what is going on.
Oh, learning something new.
That's
That's trippy.
It's almost like a computer game.
Don't swing it around too much.
Are you getting sick, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Sound well. I mean, we've got a little bit of a break of the second. 113 of you watching. Thank you for joining us, even though it's a pretty pathetic. Can I still? I got a quick question. Can I still click on riders on the right hand side? I think I can. Can I? Think I can. So if I click on like Matt, yes, there we go. Matt, we're with you. We are with you. If I go and then, oh my word, this is just amazing. I don't know why I even bother racing when I can just do this. Like, Matt's sitting at a pretty low beats per minute at the minute, and I've got some fun facts about our Matt Ellis, who's racing tonight, actually. Behind the comments, 28 minutes long tomorrow. MacBook. Yeah, my MacBook was on fire for almost like 3 hours yesterday. It was that much. Oh, cough. Where's this email he sent me? Oh, here it is. Okay, so our boy Matt Ellis, who's riding here tonight, that we're on right now, he's sitting pretty at the moment, 160, 150 beats a minute. That's pretty low for him, considering he hit over 200 last week. Well, consistently, actually. 20 years old. Currently in Loughborough University, studying human biology. He's originally from Spalding in Lincolnshire, the centre of the universe, but also the flattest part of the universe as well. Most of you know he's a puncher. Got a good punch in him. His legs, not in his fist. He's actually the Libby Hill KOM holder. This is good, Niels. This is good. 62-ish kilograms. I don't have any more stats on the other riders, by the way. Just gonna have to make that up. He's got some pretty good power numbers, including probably a larger 1 minute power than myself, which is probably not that hard to do, actually. He's once ridden this course, which is a rather bizarre fact. So he has limited knowledge. However, he has two of the best director sportives in the game, Tim Fulford and your man Niels, who's in the chat. You know, actually, we need a break right here, because this is not Ed mode approved. We're all sitting in the bunch waiting for the first sprint coming up, which I think is actually coming up. So we're going to scoot forward a little bit. Sorry, Matt. We're gonna. Oh, we have a verified rider there. There we have Gus. I think Gus is actually going possibly for this first sprint, so we're gonna stick with Gus. Although saying that, you know, anything can happen. We're just gonna zone in on him. He has the S Works this evening, teamed with rather fetching disc wheel and very deep front zip. Very nice indeed, Gus. Very nice indeed. There's not a lot of talking going on Discord at the minute, as you can imagine. A lot of them are breathing out of their armpits. Oh, Matt, if your parents are watching, we'll give them a shout out. So, hi, Matt's parents. He does have a YouTube channel as well, does Matt Ellis? Does have a YouTube channel. Instagram, matt.ellis01. And if you know him, only if you know him, Snapchat, Matt Ellis 123, lol. Although I don't think the lol is included in that, so maybe just leave that bit out. Now then, some dude is, oh no, I thought he was getting dropped then. Some dude off the back, but looks like he's, oh my word, it looks like it's getting strung out badly here. Oh, it's getting real spicy. Oh, 500 watts for our man Gus. He is putting in some work here. 192 beats per minute. Oof. Phil Lovett would be impressed with that kid, and so maybe not now because it's down into the 80s. But yes. So, I'm not actually sure. What have we done? We've done 11.6k. What's the... Can we just have a... Excuse me, stop typing. The sprint is coming at the... Oh my word. I have zero... Wait, I have Zwift Power open. Zwift Power is coming up. So 13.6k is Aqueduct KOM. The sprint is coming up now in 12. And we're missing it. No, we're not. We've got it here. And Lamarck's top of the leaderboard. No, he's not. He's 11 minutes down. Look at this dude going. This is Kirch. No, it's not Kirch. No, sorry. Got a bit excited. It's not Kirch. Here's the sprint behind. Gus is coming up for fourth for Gus. Awesome job, Gus. Nice, Gus. Nice. Right. Pritch, I think, missed the start of the race. The WhatsApp's going a bit mad. So, nice one, Goose. 202 beats a minute, I think.
How are you keeping track of all?
I'm getting into this now.
I'm so overstimulated.
Nathan and Dave.
I don't know what's going on.
Nathan and Dave eat your heart out. I don't think you're out of a job now.
I don't even know what I'm meant to be doing.
Well, I don't know.
I was replying to the chat.
Oh yeah, I'll get the chat. Should Charlie stay or should Charlie go? You have your say, chat. Charlie's bike choices, shiny, not shiny. Okay, so we regroup now for the sprint. Not for the sprint, I mean after the sprint. So things will slowly get back to normality, although it's getting a little bit spicy back down here. There is a gap, very small gap of 1 second between this group. I don't think any of our boys are in it. Nope.
What's the special
cute.
features of the Tron bike then? Why are so many people on a Tron bike?
Tron bike's generally overall fastest bike in the game,
Is it?
but not quite.
Oh.
Well, it depends what course you're on, but generally it's most people consider it to be. But you have to climb like a heck of a lot in the game to get Tron. Or you could do it another way, like if you wanted to get it quicker. Like,
Someone wants a bacon show. I
oh, come on, Q.
oh,
Hang on.
we'll come back.
Come on,
to
Q.
bacon.
Come on.
Ooh.
Okay, we're missing the we're missing the front. Hang on. We're trying to get back really quick.
I shouldn't let you be in charge of the view because you.
Actually, there's not much going on there apart from our man Freddie is giving it the big one, as we say in South Wales. Although I think he's just doing enough to stay there near the front. Do we have anyone near the front there? I don't know if we did actually. There's our man, Mr. Kirch. Almost at 200 beats a minute. We can't stay on him very long.
Ruben, I need to teach Ed to cook first, then I'll release the cookbook.
Charlie to commentate the next sprint. Okay,
Oh no.
hang on. We've already gone through the aqueduct, so I apologise if I missed that message. We'll try and how's the sound, by the way? Is the microphone too close to me, or is it okay? I'm impressed. We've got Matt and Freddie in the front group. It is splitting up behind a little bit dangerously though. Can you just have a look? Oh, actually, what have we got next? We've done the aqueduct KOM. We've got another sprint coming at 18 kilometers roughly. So if I can get that up for you here, so 18 kilometers roughly. We have that sprint. Then there's a fair bit of recovery. And as far as I know, that 18
really
kilometers is the start finish. Oh, I might be wrong. I'm probably completely wrong actually. This group has shredded. Who's not wearing a heart rate monitor? This guy from the Mighty Mallards. Amateur. Oh,
they're chasing back on though.
tasty little group here.
Oh.
Just.
Yeah. Flip. They're having to work hard. Come on, guys, get back on.
So Q's had his chips, but he's done his bit, quite frankly, to get fourth there at that. Although I think it's only points for top three, so we were pretty close to getting some points at that first checkpoint. But no, fair one Q, fair one Gus. Matt, what are you doing? Pace looks hard. Like pace really does look hard, actually. Done. Look at this. For those time trialists out there, you've done just over 10 miles in 19 minutes. So. I haven't given any ride-ons yet.
No.
I don't know whether I should, to be honest, because
I don't know how to give ride-ons.
you just press the thumb.
Oh. What does that actually do? I really don't understand Zwift, guys. I literally get on and ride and follow the thing, the workout. But that's about as far as it goes.
anybody in the UK buy Cycling Weekly magazine actually? Because last week, Cycling Weekly published a little article that delved into what I think they headlined it something like British e-racing World Championship selection ruffles feathers. Cycling Weekly actually phoned me up for a 10-minute phone call. I told them what I thought of it. I was very diplomatic, which is unusual for me. And it's a joke. And so
Stop making me laugh.
so then I read there was another I think Ribble Pro Cycling's, actually this is Cam's. This is Cam's team, so I better watch what I say. But Ribble Pro Cycling's manager, then we were the only two that actually had whatever we said on the phone to Cycling Weekly put in the magazine. I was very diplomatic, and you could maybe say that the Ribble weren't technically diplomatic. They were saying they were trying to get their riders in, and they came up against a brick wall, and it was very, I don't know. But yeah, I just thought if you live in the UK and you buy Cycling Weekly, then you probably would have seen me in there. So my cough's not so bad actually. It's mine's like a sympathy cough. I just have a little tickle. What are you doing? Why are you deleting all your message?
Because
you just spent like half an hour typing that message.
It's probably easier to talk, isn't it? I keep forgetting.
It is actually, yeah. Like, forget about the chat. The chat's useless. I don't know why people even. That's what we got Discord for, so that we don't have to.
Yes, I follow the thing. I'm really rubbish, aren't I? I don't really look at my Strava or anything. I kind of like you look at it and you tell me what I need to do, because I just get a little bit like too obsessed with it if I start looking at it. So it's safer for me to like not look. Oh, I don't know about live streaming a race, Lord. I don't think I should subject any of you to that.
Lord, I've actually ran that past Charlie a couple of times. Like live streaming a ramp test or a race or something. Charlie's not actually funny enough. So obviously I'm like, I love Zwift racing and like I just enjoy it, and obviously we have what we do on live streaming to keep us going, and we're obviously quite popular in the Zwift racing world to a certain extent. I think that's fair to say, and yet like Charlie doesn't like that side of it.
It's not that, it's just...
No, you don't want to do what I do, like being live streamed to the world and showing your pain face to the world.
It's not just my pain face, it's just kind of awkward with work as well, because yeah, just a bit reserved about doing it because of what I do for a living.
What's Freddie's max heart rate? Anybody remember? I can't remember. It's been a while since he's done a race that I've seen him in, to be honest. Anyone remember what his max heart rate is? Yeah, we need a breakaway organisation, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Some countries only put in like 2 riders, Kelvin, as far as I know. Even in Theo, how's Swansea this evening? They put up the Christmas lights yet? They must have, actually.
I do, Kelvin, but I'm not sat here in a sports bra, beetroot red and pouring with sweat, trying to breathe. I'm actually talking and having a normal conversation, which isn't as horrific. It's the thing of, if my patients were to come across any of the videos online for any reason, it's like the appropriateness of that, and that's kind of what I've got to be aware of.
She's being boring, in other words.
I'm not being boring, I'm being professional.
Who am I looking for? Why am I even?
I don't know what you're doing. You're really confusing me.
I need. Oh, hang on. WLC. I need a Mr. Matt Ellis. I need to find him. On here. Freddie.
We did that for mountain bike enduro, pushed away from BC and been a success.
Funny. Can't find him on there.
Oh, and still all together, isn't it? Let's come back together.
No, it's not. Well, it's split massively now. Over.
Yeah, there's a small group.
There he is. Matt Ellis. Heart rate's come down alright after that effort. It gets a little bit awkward now in these S's because things can get like strung out and then pushed back together again. Oh yeah, Lewis, yeah, forget that you're from that neck of the woods as well, aren't you? So 2 trees in Swansea this year. I guess they're both in Mumbles. That's where everything is. Q and Gus are together. Oh, that's alright. Sound. Thanks, Chris. Cheers. We're not as bad. Like, I'd say you're pretty much over the hump. Over the hump of your. You've been ill now for what?
Since last Monday.
A week. Yeah. So a week, 8 days. So I'd say you're over the hump a little bit. You definitely haven't been getting worse. And I'm like just getting ready to spend a week on the floor. Or at least that's what it feels like anyway. So, oh look at that! This is absolutely magic. Look at this. Don't know if you can see it actually, but this webcam's pretty good, so you should be able to see it. Still 120 of you here, and only 38 of you like this is. I can actually tell you now to like these videos or like the live stream because I can see that you haven't liked it. Whereas when I'm live streaming, usually on the bike, I can't usually see. So like the stream. Come on, like 450, I think 500 of you have liked my video from yesterday. So there's no excuse to not press that like button.
Mick, we had a big delivery from Tesco's literally the night before I started to feel unwell, and Ed's mum has been keeping us topped up because she's a legend. Yeah,
Mum Mode has been doing a food shop. Actually, the nearby supermarket is probably like a 3-minute walk away. So yeah, it's not so far out of anybody's way to help us out.
Freddie's Mark's heart rate on ZP is 195, which was 3 days ago.
Ah, yeah, Simon. Cheers. Actually, fun fact, but Freddie Orbit raced this morning. I think he came second. But he did some huge power. The man's got a sprint on him. He's got very good numbers.
When was the last time
short
you hit,
term.
like 195? Like heart rate?
When was the last time I had more than 2 weeks off the bike? Probably then. Long time ago.
I mean, I hit 190 over the summer, didn't I, when I first started riding again?
I've only, I guarantee that when I come back from this and I start racing again, you'll see my sprint numbers go through the roof. It's a weird trend, and also my heart rate will go through the roof. But it's almost like I've got more capacity to sprint when I've had an off period. So it's a weird one. It's a very weird one.
Ed's mum does actually do a bit of riding, like casual riding.
Get off.
She does. She rides to work.
No, not anymore.
Aww.
I put her to shame too much now.
You're so mean. Who's going to win?
Who's going to win? Yeah, Sofa Sprinter. Oh, hang on. Who's going off the front? What's going on? Oh, hang on. Don't click on me. Don't click on me. Don't click on me. Is it Kirch? It's got to be. It's not Kirch.
This is very confusing. Oh, someone's trying to get.
Here he is. He's doing 6.4 watt a kilo. Hang on, where's my 0? There it is. All of it's there. You can see him. Well, that worked, didn't it? Nice one. Get ready for the sprint. We are going. That looks downhill, doesn't it? But it's 0% the con Zwift.
Yeah. Is this the sprint? Sprints are always messy. It doesn't matter.
We've just gone past the pens, I think. So, oh, we're going up. Oh no, this is the filthy way up the climb, isn't it? Any more thoughts on organised training camp abroad for the community, or is 2022 more? Taiwan, we might have an opportunity to get a number of you some deals to get out to Taiwan. There might be an opportunity. I've had a conversation with somebody in the south of Portugal. All depends on it what happens, but certainly
I'd love to go back to Portugal.
yeah, Portugal is where it's at a little bit.
Hidden gem.
What else is there? Mallorca, I want to take Scott and Phil. We need to get Phil on a training camp because
Can we take him to Tenerife? I think he'd like
the
Tenerife.
descents are far too long in Tenerife.
Well, I managed the descents and I'm
Yeah,
rubbish
but-
at descending.
But you haven't been for a ride with Phil Lovett on a descent.
I'll teach him. I'm a rubbish
Scott, are you listening?
descender.
Phil, are you listening actually? Are you watching the live stream? Scott, you must be watching. No.
Oh,
I'm only
no.
I'm only joking, Phil. You'll absolutely love Tenerife because the roads are perfect. The descents are long, but it's warm even at the top of Tenerife for the most part, top of LTD for the most part of the year. So I'm sure you'd.
I think you'd love it, Phil, and I think you'd be in your element.
I don't think Phil's even watching. So.
Josh just asked.
Yeah.
Any advice what to do or say when talking to a potential team?
Josh, I think, did you ask that question at the bottom of the video, the last video? Because I know 2 or 3 people did. So when I make this follow-up video, it will be in that video. I gotta be honest though, just be honest and open with them and send them as much stuff about yourself as you can, because it is like applying for a job at the end of the day, as weird as that sounds. Hang on a sec. Yeah, you'll be able to have a great conversation with the wife about Taiwan. That would be awesome. Kelvin, therefore, I'll keep you in the loop about Taiwan because Pedal Taiwan might be trying to sort something out with the Taiwan Cycling Federation and the Tourist Board. So if we can manage to get something where, I don't know, 6 or 7 of us can go out there as a group for a week or whatever, then I'm sure we could try and get a deal with them like that.
I do just want sun and sangria. I'm not gonna lie, that's true.
Yeah, Phil is faster usually up a climb than coming down it. Yeah, constant wind, Tommy, in Lanzarote. I've been there. It is the windy island. It's known for the windy island for a reason. It's pretty blowy.
During ride, advice is to not count calories, eat as much as you want. Oh, don't.
Hang on. Let's get to an important part now. Let's get into an important part. Yeah, don't get Charlie started on During Rider.
Is that the really annoying Australian vegan one who?
Well, I'm not going to agree with you, but you're kind of on the right ballpark here.
Oh.
Right. Ashed. As we say in Wales. Ashed.
You don't want to incite his rage.
No, it's a KOM part, you know. And they've got to be careful because when you come over the top of this KOM, there's it's straight onto a descent, so you can easily get dropped here. Now, it is starting to string out badly. Oh, there's a good few groups there behind. Blooming heck. Give us a warning. Freddie's going. He's chasing down.
Go, Freddie.
A Volendam rider. Where's Kirch, man? What the heck is Kirch doing this week? Here's Kirch. Here is Kirch. He's lingering. is not doing anything, so that's a bit weird. Come on, Freddy. Up, 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 up. I bet that sounded weird on Discord. Don't give me this.
Come on, lads.
That was a strong old effort, there, wasn't it?
Mm.
Oh, there's a big gap now. There's 3 of them coming away. Guys, what's going on with Kirch? What's going on with Kirch this week?
He'll hunt you down. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet now.
Why? What's going on?
Apparently, I'm being naughty.
Hang on. When you're talking and I've got Discord in my ear and the chat, it's like, what a way to fry my brain. Oh, definitely, Ruben. I love a bit of keep the chain tight pedaling. Hey, this is a good camera angle, isn't it? I'm getting good at this. What do I think about during riders' advices? Do not count calories, eat as much as you want, high carb, low fat to get very skinny and slim. Well, what works for him will not work for everybody, so take that with a pinch of salt. I think that I can't really say much more. That's kind of like the, I don't know, that kind of response is covers a lot of questions like that, actually. He'll hunt you down in the comments.
Okay.
Kurtz doesn't know what to do without my wheel. That's a brilliant one. That's a brilliant comment. Can I... Hang on.
Oh, Phil's on.
Wait a minute. I need to pin this message. I've pinned it. There we go. Nice one, Tommy. You've earned yourself a pin. Well done. By the way, Kurtz will take that in good faith because, yeah, like, we're all good. Oh, Lord, I've missed your blooming comment. Oh, sorry, Tommy got in before you, so... How are we feeling? You tell Phil.
I'm feeling a little bit better, Phil, besides migraines, which I've had the last 2 days. But Ed's starting to feel a wee bit ropey.
Yeah, not to bore you, Phil. But yeah, I've started to feel a bit weird today. Not when I say weird, it probably doesn't sound, to a lot of you, it's probably difficult to explain. But after all these years of like listening to my body and kind of knowing when something's up and spotting the earliest of the earliest signs, weirdly, just something just doesn't feel right today. So I may be wrong, and I may be okay tomorrow, but you never know. I don't feel 100%. I feel like 99%. So, do you ever speak to Kirch? I don't actually, but I've spoken to somebody who's a good friend with him, who leads the Swedish Zwifters team, I think, and they've asked me to like guest for them in the past, not for Kirch's team, for the Swedish Zwifting team. So it was for I think it was for that stage race in Canada. No, Zach, you probably know this actually. I think you raced in it. You won the final stage. I think. Did you win the final stage? So 34.2k. Yeah, 34k, 34.2k you're looking at. Oh, I'm on it. So I'm taking Tim out of a job here. Joe Martin stage race, that's the one. Yeah, it was a good ride, that. Oh, 100%, Alison, 100%. I keep stroking it all the time. But weirdly, I'm starting to like it, but I'm not keeping it, unfortunately. Anyway, Phil, what's it like doing 3 FDP tests in a week?
Grim.
You're not supposed to answer that. Okay. Hang on. How long is today's race actually? Just so I know when to keep. I'm looking at there. So just before the S is again. Ish. There. We're looking at roughly. Somewhere there. We're going to jump into the Zwift Power stats now, as we've got a little bit of time to pull away from that. We have some people doing some obscene average watts per kilo already, averaging. Andre de May from Wes is doing 5.1 watts per kilo. He weighs 53.8 kilos. What else we got? Eddie Hoole here. He's got 5 watt per kilo. Freddie Ovett, 5 watt per kilo. There's nobody there. They're all roughly the same heart rates, and I know you never gauge the heart rate, but you can almost kind of guess at what type of capacity they're working at. Who has got? Yeah, that's brilliant, isn't it? No, the stash is a bit weird when it gets sweat on, I have to say. For the love of the science, Phil, I've told you before, like, you know, your FTP can be different one day to another, so you're going to have to do another one tomorrow, unfortunately.
Gosh.
You know, and the next day possibly. So, in fact, why not just, you know, do a whole week? You know, just do a whole week of FTP tests, and then surely that would settle all, beyond all doubt, any science. I'm actually not taking the mick there either. I'm being like serious. It might be something you could consider. Particularly as ramp tests don't necessarily take as much out of you, so.
Oh, I'm gonna have to start from scratch, aren't I, for FTP building?
Yeah. Although to be fair, you didn't have like a massive FTP to begin with, so.
No, I know.
I'm not being thing like, oh, Coach, look, he comes up trumps.
Nice. We're going around the course in reverse now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's confusing.
Exactly, Zach. It could go viral. It could go very viral. We should give Kurt a ride on because he deserves it. But he's now got a little breakaway going. What are we doing here?
What's this?
This is Kurt in his Bumblebee kit. We have Florent Millard from France, going off the front, doing 7 watt per kilo. Yeah, blob speed is pretty big here. Tim's right. I can hear Tim in my ear hole. Oh my word, what's going on? Right, if I would counter-attack Kurt, you know, just for the love of it. So if anybody's still got the legs and you're listening to this and you're racing this event, then attack Kurt. While I can't, and I probably won't be able to for the next 2 months because my fitness will have dropped so much.
It won't drop that much. Goodness me.
I wasn't in a great spot before I had this off period, so it'll be interesting to see what I do have. I'll definitely have to do an FTP test when I get back because I won't be able to estimate it, that's for sure.
Yeah, but your losses aren't going to be as magnified as...
Oh yes, they will.
I don't think so. Not after 2 weeks.
If I have 3 or 4 weeks off, my FTP drops by about 40 odd watts. That's going off what it has done over the last couple of years. But it does rise pretty quick after that. So.
Good luck, Zach.
What's Zach doing?
He's getting ready for his race.
Ooh, what time's your race will start?
7:45,
quarter past.
is it?
Grim.
7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7:45. 7
Questions. Would you afford this breakaway if you're racing? No, I wouldn't have, Michael. The blob is just too quick. Well, if I was, if I didn't have COVID, or didn't have any complications, I would probably end up riding this for Freddie, or whoever was there at the end, because it is going to end in a sprint, this race. So, you know, I mean, I could probably place top 10. I mean, I would sprint at the end because you can still get a top 10, 15 and get a good accumulation of points, but I wouldn't have, tried to go for it myself because there's people who can do a better sprint than me at the end of this. So,
Chris Bayliss is asking how long will it take you to regain
40 watts. Well, you can imagine a big chunk of that will come back within the first month, but then it'd be quite difficult to get. So say if I come back from this, however long it may take, I come back from this and I've got a 350 watt FTP. I know some of you are going to laugh hard at that because you're like, oh, I've trained like all these years and I've not got 350 watt FTP. I'm joking, by the way. My 350 watt FTP is going to feel like a lot different to my 375, 380 watt FTP. So it's probably going to take a month to get maybe 20 to 25 watts back. And then it might be a little bit of a longer wait, maybe 2 or 3 months before I get back. So, although saying that, like, I've not actually had an off season and then jump back into Zwift racing. So Zwift racing might actually bring it back quicker than, over the last couple of years. No, you can't exactly ride for a teammate, Calvin, but I'd at least make up the numbers a little bit. That's exactly how we sound.
It's okay, guys. I'm not a superhuman either, so I feel you.
I was never superhuman at one point, mind. A lot of people forget that.
Stupid numbers and like.
What, now or before?
Well, even back then you were pretty.
Well, yeah,
the numbers you were putting out were pretty decent.
Yeah, you've got to be pushing good numbers to come third in the Junior Tour of Wales, and then yeah, obviously. But I think that video yesterday actually did a good job. I don't know if some of you have watched that. If you have watched that, let me know. Although you have probably by commenting on the video, but that went a long way in kind of giving you that perspective. I've had quite a good few messages from like people younger than me, which is nice, saying that it's going to help them a lot, which is a good thing. Who's still in this front group? It's just Matt Ellis and Freddie Ovett Mode is still in this front group. I'm trying to locate him actually.
Confusing when it jumps around.
I don't know whether I want to watch Kurt though. I have this like.
Mark Alford is asking, is SST the best way to make FTP gains?
Mark, every bit of training is good at making FTP gains, but what you probably will find is that doing training around FTP is likely to increase FTP. But I wouldn't just I'm not a big fan of like steady state intervals, so like sweet spot for example. Threshold, I quite like doing over-unders at those intensities. I'm a massive fan of over-unders anyway, so can I donate 40 watts to somebody?
Is it normal that the ramp FTP test estimates to high because I can never get hold zone percentage
Yeah, 40 watts is 1 watt per kilo for the Bynea. Yeah, you're right, actually. So it is a lot of power when you think of it in watts per kilo terms. You're right, Lord. Yes, normal, Philip. Yeah, 100% normal. That's why there's so many different ways to test your FTP. Nearly every single coach, nearly every single training, online training platform, whatever you want to call it, has its own FTP test, because they all think that is the one, and they're all trying to basically try and sell you something. But truth be told, like, you could do what Phil's doing, and you could do all three. You could see which one feels better, or feels easiest, or feels like you're getting the most out of it. But you can also experiment with, like, the 20-minute test. You can actually do a 30-minute test if you wanted to. Not giving you any ideas yet, Phil, but in all honesty, like, a 30-minute test probably suits me more, because my best ever 20-minute power is like 396, or 394. But my best ever 35-minute power is 385. So there's a very little difference between the two. So you could argue that, I might be able to actually get more out of myself if I rode just below FTP for 10 minutes and then did a 20-minute test after that initial 10 minutes to make it a 30-minute test.
Over under the read.
Sorry, you don't have to read it out loud.
I have to, because
Yeah, but I can read it, is what I'm saying.
Not,
Over under is really tough mentally as well.
Yeah, they are. I agree with that. Like, it's easy to psych yourself out with them.
Well, for me, I find them easier just because you've got time to tick off, but B, at some point you're going to be going easier, and then at some point you're going to be going harder, rather than it just being mildly uncomfortable for the whole time.
But it's a really good race simulation as well. That's why.
Yeah, Freddie's got a good chance of winning this, Tommy. He's certainly got the kick, so that's why I'm just kind of hovering around him at the minute. However, like, Matt Ellis has got a big kick on him as well, big sprint. So as long as both of them are there, then, essentially, if they both get a top 10, then that's points in the bag. We could actually have probably one of our best rounds this round, weirdly, because I'm not there.
I wish Zwift did like a cyclocross race. That'd be fun.
Yeah, definitely, Phil. But when you did that hour test, weirdly, you were like, actually, you were actually just getting into it at 30 minutes, I'd argue. Like, I think you looked, because you were talking early doors and you were like, just getting into the effort. I think the last, or maybe from 15 minutes to 45 minutes, you were actually looking pretty good. So, okay, why are people not chasing now? Like, this is where you need a bit of ed mode on the front to neutralize this.
Nobody sat up, haven't they?
Because this is yeah. Okay, they're riding a lot harder now than the blob. 4 seconds. They're doing 6 to 7 watts per kilo. Now, obviously, when I start the kick behind, like, the sprint is still going to be pretty. It's still going to be pretty quick to the finish, but so 4 seconds is still not a lot. But in all honesty, I think the group behind us still got it. If they're within, yeah, it's coming down to 3 seconds now, so people are pulling. I give him a ride on because he's actually pulling it back for us. Good job. 4x20. That's huge, Chris. Awesome riding.
It's the bench forward, yeah.
Bunch is still there. Look at this guy in a Tron. Look at that cadence. 107 RPM. Phil, love it. Eat your heart out. Look at this. Great camera view.
He's not pulling it back. You need someone to work with him.
You got this, lads. All in. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying it way too much, actually. I might actually stream every day. How about that? Should we just stream every evening and just do some random race?
Oh, look, someone's actually coming through to help now.
Would you enjoy that? Yeah, it's weird. Oh my word. Someone has got a very good power up, and I'm not going to tell you who it is. I've just heard it on Discord. It's looking good. Right, I need to stay on camera 1, really. Yes, watch out for Kirch. Okay. Okay, I gotta keep my poop together now, because this could get spicy. Don't you getting all excited now?
What?
Start shouting at the screen like you do with real life racing.
I don't.
We gotta keep it civil.
Okay, no swearing.
Well, we also got to be mindful how like good the mic is, and we're gonna be screaming in people's ears. Okay, sit back, relax, and enjoy this ending. Then I think this view is okay, although I could move it like that. Okay. Yeah, TT World Champs. I've seen that. Sweet spot, it's more like 88 to 93% in it, but a lot of people say it's different.
Oh, it's winding up now.
It is winding up. Should we... In fact, actually, if any of you guys are racing and watching this, if you guys are racing, you're on Discord this week, and you want me to jump in to Discord and watch a race or do a live stream, let me know. It gives me something to do if I'm stuck indoors. And it also we can also have a bit of fun with it as well. So let me know. And if you're part of Discord, if you're not already, Lord, can you fire the little link in there, please? But anyway, here for the finish. It's getting all hyper now. Come on, Matt. Come on, Freddie.
Oh, we're turning the screw.
This... Hang on a minute. Is Gus... No. Who's in this group? Is Gus in here? I've missed somebody, haven't I? I'm sure that was Gus on Discord saying that he was... Somebody's winding it up. I can hear Discord going mad. Oh, it's getting all... Here we go. It's coming back together.
Oh.
They have not got long to go at all. Here, we're inside the barriers. Inside the final bit. People are hitting arrows. There goes a feather. Some ride-ons getting used, even though there's...
Oh, I just saved that.
Freddie's doing 9 watts per kilo. He's going to come with a massive slingshot here as he comes up to 600 watts. Coming quite way back. Who on earth is there off the front? How is that guy so far ahead? This is it, all in now. It is still a fair way. Now they come into the sprint section.
Come on,
Freddie's doing 700. Now the sprint comes. He's got his aero.
Oh.
Top 10, but there was a Matt Ellis there as well. I'm pretty sure Matt rolled the top 10. Correct me if I'm wrong. Matt slipped out of my screen and rolled the top 10. I'm pretty sure he did. If he did, fair one, Matt. That is awesome. I think that was more down to positioning there, possibly, than anything else with... Yeah.
It was a long sprint.
Matt just said on Discord that he went early, so he started his sprint early, and even though he died towards the end because he was so far up already, well, he was already in the right place at the right time, whereas Freddie was coming from the back and trying to slingshot, but I think the speed was already too great, which is interesting. If you guys are racing this next, then take note of that. Don't be afraid to go early. To be fair, Freddie probably hasn't done a lot of Zwift racing recently, but I don't know. Matt got 8th, Freddie got 10th, provisional. Just get that through on my earphones. Can we have the live? I don't know if we got live finish yet, actually. Results are not in yet. No, results are not coming through yet. Sorry. Yeah, so definitely, if you want me to do live streams like this while I'm not riding my bike, then we can definitely do that because, I mean, you know, gives us something to do, gives you something to watch, and maybe gives you a little bit of motivation if you're actually doing that race and you're racing. So, man, that finish, spicy. Yep. It's weird hearing Freddie's voice on our Discord because of his accent. So I live stream Pritchard's stream. Yeah, that's a good shot actually. We can have the clean version. Who are we watching now? Who are these riders?
I don't know.
Are they just starting their rides?
I'm just really
I think
confused.
we should give random ride-ons actually because they're doing well. They're riding their bikes and I'm not riding mine. So
You can't. Because
anyway, is Prit streaming now? I think he is, isn't he? Anyway, so there you have it. Top 10s for both of them. 8th for Matt, provisional. 10th for Freddie. And we picked up 4th of the first intermediate sprint. So
Yay.
was yay indeed. Was a good one. Phone's going bonkers again. So, all right. Well, if Pritch is streaming, then you can go and jump over there. If you haven't already, you can go and watch because I'm gonna wrap it up now. It's 7:20. We've got 40 minutes until
Bake Off. Final.
Career British Bake Off. So I appreciate you watching. I can see the viewers dropping now, so I'll tune out. Don't forget to hit that like button before you go. Subscribe if you haven't already. That was slick as anything. Appreciate you watching the live stream, even though I wasn't riding a bike. So I will see you. I'll see you very, very soon.
Bye.
So cheers, guys. Appreciate it. Very slick ending. Still live. I will end it.
I just work here. Thanks, Phil.
Laters.